Hello there. I want to share some tips that I got to know from my own experiences. I am no expert, but consider this as a friendly suggestion. I found myself making notes a lot during my time at JC, and it did seem necessary, considering that school materials are more often complex and lengthy. Making notes helps us to sieve out the information that is more important for revision and summarizing. Referring to your own handwritten notes is definitely way simpler than referring to your school notes. At the same time, we need to know that making notes does not imply that we have learned the material well. Your effort does not just stop there. Writing down notes is completely different from understanding content, which is entirely different when it comes to learning the content, actively recalling and applying it where necessary. Here is what I suggest to you. Read the material. Try to understand what is mentioned, be it the mechanisms of viral infection or the composition of membrane systems. Pick out which information is relevant and important. Some info can be indirectly or logically inferred, some may not. Lastly, make notes roughly. They may not need to be picture perfect. Your notes can be in the point form, with diagrams or even mind maps. Try to experiment with different methods and check which is more comfortable and suitable for you. I will try making a video on this topic in detail in the future, but in the meantime, here are two things for you to try. Try to make notes with your books closed. It's quite tricky, I know, but after understanding the material to some extent, try writing it out. How you would explain the key concepts and points in your own words. Open your book afterwards. Check which parts you've missed and add them in. Secondly, keep asking yourselves questions when you read the materials. Why does so and so happen? What happens after that? How does it happen? And so on. The more actively and frequently you do this, the more you tend to remember. It would naturally come to you. Just enjoy the process. Let me ask you to please read through the syllabus framework provided by SEAP. The document does provide the following: curriculum framework, assessment objectives, scheme of assessment, core ideas, and the learning objectives. Remember when I told you to pick out which information is relevant and important for note making? You were probably asking me how you are to know which concepts are to be given more attention to. The learning objectives provided in the document plays a very big role in this. Before starting each chapter, have a look through the objectives. Know what you are to be expected to learn in that chapter. You may even use that as a simple checklist when studying as well. Moving on, I plan to go in the order as given in this list. Again, I'm no expert and I'm open to constructive criticism if needed. After all, this channel is for us to go through this learning journey together. See you in the next video. Bye-bye.
I know it's all there is to be. Slowly erase your destiny and